Nah, for real, I be wanting to hear it. I be mad.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Word on the Street, and you here with your host Tabitha Simmons.
It's the boy 1800. What's up?
What's the enthusiasm?
Good. I can't see myself. Oh, he won't turn the TV around. He ain't turn the TV around, Tab.
They be acting stank with his little TV. The producer be acting weird with his
Hey,
little
excuse me, sir. Can you turn the TV around so we can see ourselves, please, sir?
He don't like to turn the TV around, he said, because it makes us look away from the camera. When he first did it and turned it around. No, when T-Max was here, he turned the TV around.
Mhm.
And Lewis was looking because he was scoping out everything with a microscope. He was like, what were both of y'all looking at over there in the corner? And we were looking at the TV. So he was like, and that's why I don't turn the TV around, because y'all don't behave and look the way you're supposed to look.
And guess I will change that. Put the TV closer to the camera.
Ooh, we are back. We're back. We back. How was your weekend?
That's right. It's pretty good.
Good. What do you do?
Host all weekend like I always do, but Saturday did the Rose Blanco event, and I was lit. Birthday parties, it was like one big birthday party event. So you had D-Rock, Santana, Swag, and Margie. So it was a big event in the city Saturday night.
Truth?
No,
Somewhere else.
It was on Bush River. The gala on Bush River.
Oh, okay. Well, I know
and
that
it
was nice.
Lit.
Yeah,
it
a lot
was
of people.
lit. What was it? I'll show you videos after, but it was lit. Rose Blanco was definitely the spot. So shout out to those guys, Swag, Margie, and D-Rock.
Now, Rose Blanco, that's a person?
I guess
What's
it's
the
I
place?
think it's a color. I'm assuming it's a color because everybody's wearing the same colors.
Rose and Blanco. Of course, Blanco is white.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it was like white and a rose color.
Like a pinkish color. Salmon, or as Jay-Z said, mauve. Or something like that.
Pink.
The goddamn shirt is pink, man.
Light pink.
It's
I don't want to
pink.
hear nothing about no salmon. I don't want to hear nothing.
It was pink.
Pink.
Oh.
It was like, it ain't no crying at the pink. Like Uncle Clifford, ain't no crying at the pink.
At the pink.
Listen, I'm glad to be back. I had a pretty good weekend. I didn't do too much. It was quiet. I'm trying to remember if it rained this week. I think it rained this weekend. Mm-hmm. We had an amazing shoot to do. I got a chance to attend a beautiful all black real estate crew did a photo shoot in different fall shades, and it was one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen. Yeah. Like, you should have seen, we were actually downtown, and it was I'd say maybe about 20 people or so, and they were lined up like in the median where, downtown they have the little concrete median long, and they were lined up in the median taking pictures in different shades of beautiful oranges and browns and tan, and you should see all the white people. Hey y'all, beep beep, y'all look wonderful. I bet so. Keep my fitted cap in the car to throw up.
All right.
All right. Welcome to Word on the Street, you guys. We have an amazing show, as we always do. We've got some amazing topics that we want to discuss, some controversial, some you're going to like, some you're not going to like. But listen, let me just give you the disclaimer right now. The opinions that you're going to hear are not the opinions of In My City or Word on the Street. Specifically, they are just our opinions, Tabitha Simmons. And
1800, that's right.
You ready?
I am.
I got my phone today.
Yeah, I do too.
You ready?
I'm trying to focus in on the camera so we don't make Lewis upset.
Because you know how you like to cut the show up.
So check my posture. So
there's a lot of things going on. So many things. We say, what are you doing?
Change my posture so I make sure I look at the camera. All right, come on. I'm ready.
Not like that. No, you can't. You can't do that. You can't do that at all. Don't do that. Don't do that.
She look creepy, right?
Like, don't do that.
Like, damn, man, turn the TV around, bro. Like, God damn, bro.
So many things is going on in with relationships. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I know we start with relationships. We go with relationships last, but
I'm gonna be all through here.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Remy and Papoose.
Yeah, but we ain't. I don't know if we had the topic, but we definitely got to throw that in there for about 2 seconds.
It is not a topic, but something's going on in this. What is this? Is this a retrograde? Do you follow like moon and stars and spiritual stuff and stuff like that? Whatever this retrograde is taking an effect on relationships, because I absolutely love Tiana Taylor and her husband. What's her husband's name?
No, was it like Sherm? I think like Strumpet. His last name like Strumpet. I think he's a basketball player. I just never know his name. It was like Eman Strumpet or something like that? Iman Strumpet or something like that?
Iman. What is happening? First of all, listen, I know we're gonna mix things up and we're just gonna flow today. I just want to flow because I can't, like, the world is like, I love these couples, mainly Tiana and Iman, because they embodied Black relationships, beautiful couple, beautiful babies. And, a perfect example of what may seem okay on the outside is not okay on the home front. Some stuff came out, they were really quiet and hush mouth about them separating, and nobody really knew. To our knowledge, they were good. Everything was okay. We didn't hear anything and see anything until Iman came out, and it's like it's always some side chick. It's always some chick who's looking for recognition that puts up a post, a video she shouldn't have put up. So that's how it actually got started, everybody knowing, and it forced Tiana to say something a couple days ago. Like, she didn't have a choice because they were putting the wrong narrative out there. Like, yo, he's cheating on Tiana. Like, how can he cheat on Tiana? She's like, yo, let me get y'all together. I wasn't going to address this, but we've been separated for some time now. And I was like, oh, no.
That's why y'all should mind your fucking business. Stay out of your relationships. Like, see, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Black folks. I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Black folks. We love to idolize people. Y'all should stop doing that. All that relationship goals and wedding goals and all that. Get some damn goals for yourself. And stay out of people's relationships. It's okay if you're like, okay, they're a nice couple and all that, but don't be so invested into another person's relationship to where, like, if they break up, oh my God, why?
Well, I'm sure over here like that. Don't act like
Act like what?
Tiana and Iman. If not Tiana and Iman, then damn Remy and Papoose, because of the story behind those two. How he held it down while she was locked up.
No, I get that.
That was dope.
I'm saying, no, that's cool. But I'm saying, no, it's nothing wrong with respecting a situation.
Yeah.
But don't idolize it though. I feel like some people, like, we idolize too much.
Yeah, we do a lot. A lot of people do a lot. I don't idolize it, but I love them as a couple, as the set. I love them as a couple. So with the stuff that was coming out with Iman and the lady putting up and her having on his chain and stuff, and she's pretty much came out and she was like, we've been separated for a little while, so y'all chill out. That's not the narrative. We are really good friends. We are co-parenting. We're happy with the space we're in, and it was a very positive message. Nothing bad, and I expect that from Tiana. She wasn't bashing him or anything. She was just letting everybody know, yo. And some people are saying, like we have in the comments, that she left him for a female. If allegedly, if that's the case, I could see. Well, they were known to I'm sure they were known to invite extra or do extra. That's
why what I said 2 weeks ago. What America was.
We're not doing this.
We're
not doing this.
That's why I said what I said 2 weeks ago, Tab.
That's exactly what you said 2 weeks ago.
Exactly
you should not be adding.
That's why I said a relationship will be between wife, husband, and God. I said that already.
Remy and Papoose. Let's talk about
wife, husband, and God. I've told you that already.
They said I'm gonna not do this again with you.
No, go ahead. Let's talk about it. Come on.
Remy and Papoose, they said she slept with the help.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That saddens me. I really like those two. I don't really idolize relationships, but I love the chemistry, and I loved they're married. They were married. Yeah, I love their marriage.
You thought that man was holding down a girlfriend for 100 years? No, he was not. And his wife. For real.
Saddens me. Anyway,
why does it sadden you?
Their relationship, because like I really wanted them. Like nowadays, when you look at relationships on social media, or celebrity relationships, they don't last worth a damn. They don't last long, except for the older ones. You got like Denzel, who's been with his wife for a long time.
But that's
You've
what I'm about
got
to say.
Snoop and LL, who've been with their wives. Those are the ones that people never talk about.
Think about that's what I'm about to get to. Think about that, Tab. You realize that we idolize the young couples.
Facts.
But we never go look for a couple that's been married for 40 plus years. Like, why is that? Like what is it? I think we fall in love with the honeymoon stage. And I guess 40 years really seem like too long for some people, because some people say forever, but they literally can't last with this person forever. That's why I said be ready to be married. Like, don't just fall in love with like the ceremony and the dresses and the it's my day and all that. Okay, we get all that. Damn this day. The day is the day. 50 years from now, if we both still living, are we going to still be together?
Maybe. I don't know about that.
But that's what I'm saying. So
that's a long time. When you say forever, that is exactly what it means. Yes. And that's scary to some people.
Yeah, but then don't do it.
But then you don't get it.
But then don't do it.
And then we get judged for not doing it.
No, damn was somebody else thinking about you for not doing it. If it's not for you, then don't do it. Just don't get married. If you can't be with this person forever, don't do it. That's how I look at it. I'm only doing it one time. I'm doing it. So
I'm not.
My future wife, I want you to know right now that we're only doing this once.
You're not gonna
once.
Well, you're up in age, so you should not be
once.
I should have did my once probably a long time ago. Then I would probably be on my second one, and then it would be okay to be on a second one because I'd be in my 30s
there's no
40s.
Such thing as okay after one marriage. You know, so okay.
Well, a lot of people get married early, get divorced.
Unless there was a super valid reason.
To get married again, or to get
a divorce. Yeah.
Maybe he passed away, or maybe she passed away.
Oh, that maybe, I get that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Or maybe it's just irreconcilable differences. Jeezy and Jeannie Mae. I don't know. They said.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead because I know you about
to say what? No, what is that?
Jeezy, that's another one. I'm not gonna say I was rooting for them. I wasn't not rooting for him. I thought it was okay. I was just like, okay.
But then she said she didn't like black men to begin with?
She did say.
So why are we surprised? Like, it'd be funny to me.
Well, y'all out here slinging sperm, so no wonder she got it. Was
man, listen.
She jumped right in the way.
No, I think Jeezy, I'm actually not a seasoned chicken.
Either that or he got tired of eating fried rice or whatever. And that's so racist of me.
It's not. That's not racist.
That's racist.
That's not racist.
I shouldn't have said he got tired of eating fried rice.
Tab. That's prejudice. It's two different things.
Maybe it's not.
No, prejudice is when you think somebody does something based off their color. Racism would have said that fried rice chink face motherfucker. That's racist. But that's not what you said. You said
no, I said
so that's racist. But what you said was prejudice because the fact that you think that's what she cooks because she's of that race. So it's prejudice, not racist. So you wouldn't get canceled for that.
He did speak on it. He said just differences. You know, there were some things that they couldn't agree on when it came to raising the child in a particular way, different traditions that he's used to and traditions that she's used to with her background and his background. And he said it just wasn't working out. It was enough for him to be like, no, we can't do this.
Let me ask you a question, Tab. Mm-hmm. Why wasn't that discussed before the marriage? We're not asking enough questions and really having these conversations. Like it's that what do you bring to the table is a valid question that everybody run from. And a lot of women, I can only say women because I don't date men. So women always say that they have a problem with that. Why do you ask me that? What do you mean what do I bring to the table? Like, why you ask me that? Because I legit need to know what I'm getting myself into, as should you. So you should definitely rebuttal that and ask me the same thing. That's a serious question. Like that
that's all part of the dating phase, though. That's how that's why you date people, so you know what it is you're getting into. Can you deal with socks being left in the middle of the floor? Can you deal with the person not knowing how to cook and always wanting to heat up microwave food? Can you deal with that for the rest of your life? That's what you have to make a decision, because you know, you have to know that based off of this person alone, you know that this person has a particular way, a traditional way of doing things. You know, and that's just based off of who you are and your background. I don't know what I don't know if she's Asian. I don't know, but he's Black, and you know he's got traditional ways to do things, and of course you have to know that she does. That's just a given.
But that's what I'm saying though. So why wait? I'm not waiting until after I have a child to find out what kind of parent that I'm with. That's a conversation that should be had before the child comes. Same thing with holidays. So damn, how many holidays did y'all spend together before you got married? None. So y'all first holiday y'all ever spent together was after y'all got married? I think that's crazy. Not even in the engagement phase. Like how y'all just one day y'all just don't know each other.
I wish we could go back to where people were very picky and choosy about who they chose for a mate and who they chose to have a kid with. Nowadays, people are not putting in enough emphasis on that person, their background, their family background, where their family is from. I remember back in the day, I know you saw it on movies and he read about it in history books, how your family was basically chosen for you based off of their background.
Yeah.
If your dad didn't have money, if he didn't come from money, then you ain't marrying my daughter, and y'all ain't having no kids, because my daughter's not having no kid with no peasant. That's just not how we're going to rock. And I feel like people should put more thought into who they are making parents, both men and women.
You know, and I don't disagree with that either. I think sometimes though you should like date like inside of exactly like what you're like accustomed to. Like if you're a guy, and I'm gonna speak for the guys. If you're a guy that's making $50,000 a year, just $50,000, that's what you're making a year. Like, don't go and chase after the woman that wants a man for they got $200,000 a year. It's not gonna work out for you at a high percentage. It's not. Because the things that she wants and she desires, you can't give that to her. And it's not necessarily her fault that you can't get it for her. Just date somebody that's okay with being with someone who's in the $50,000 range. I don't think there's nothing wrong with dating inside your own space. Like, don't set these huge high-ass goals for these people.
I agree.
And then you get mad and make it seem like they're the problem. No, you shouldn't have been fishing there in the first place. That's my opinion on that.
That reminds me, and that brings us into our first topic we should have talked about with Tyler Perry. But before
That's
we
why
do
I did
that,
it that way.
It's like now I lost my thought. So now we got to go into the Tyler Perry, because I had something to say. Really, really.
That threw you off when I did that?
No, it threw me off. Now I gotta hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it back. You said,
oh no, I was saying, man, I think you should fish wherever you comfortable at. Like, don't go outside of it.
That reminds me of a meme that is going around, or a quote that's going around, something that's on Facebook and Instagram. It says basically something along the lines of, and don't quote me, where it says, she's not high maintenance or she's not expensive. Just, you should be dating in your range. Date what you can afford. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I agree with that. Yeah.
If you know you're not, if you know you a $50,000 a year guy,
That's like me, right? I got Air Force One money, and then I walk into Gucci and just start screaming and hollering because they prices.
Yeah, because maybe you can only afford to buy one pair of Gucci, right? And you meet somebody in the store that's always in there. That's what she's used to. That's what she buys for herself because she makes that kind of money, or that's what she's, just accustomed to. No. That's you. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, she came in there to buy some shoes, a purse, earrings. And you came in there to get a keychain. You came in there to get a candle, a Gucci candle.
You
like, nah, bro. Like, nah. Yeah.
Which brings us to our original topic.
Gucci pen up here. If you go in the shirt, the little sticky little pins.
Tyler Perry, you came in there to get the sticker they put on the bags. You got to get back
$348 for a sticker.
For a sticker.
Damn.
That brings us to our first topic. Tyler Perry. He has been trending right now. He had a message for Black women and Black men. He said, it is okay. Black women, this is what Tyler Perry was saying. He said, it is absolutely okay to date men who make less than you. If a man works whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and does what he can, that is okay. And thoughts have been going around like, Tyler, no, we're not. The women were acting up. They were not happy with what he said. Like they were coming for him. He had some in agreement and some not in agreement. What do you think?
I think he's correct. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a man making less than his woman. And like you said, if that man good or whatever, he's good to you. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't make as much money as you. I mean, as long as he's taking care of, you know what I'm saying, like the things that you feel like he should be, I think that's okay.
And if he can only take care of, you should know these, like we talked about earlier, you should know these things before you date somebody.
Yeah.
You should know that this man cannot afford this high-rise place that you got in New York that you've been maintaining because you're a lawyer and you decided to date him, and now you guys have moved in. He's gonna take the cable bill, the Wi-Fi bill, or whatever the case may be, and it's smaller than what it is that you're paying. You can't then turn around and say shit to him about what he's unable to do when you knew you had to know that he was not going to be able to help you keep up this particular lifestyle.
No, I agree with you on that. Yeah, like you know what you're getting yourself into. So like don't try to use that over somebody's head and all that. You already know, like, but you know, Black folks, that's what we do.
It's absolutely okay because it balances it out. And we're so stuck in a world to where we believe that men have to do these things. And it's confusing because you have women like me who are saying, okay, well, you know, I don't require for you to have to pay my bills because I'm capable of doing them. I can take care of that on my own. But then you have the men that look at me and say, oh, well, she's too independent and she's too, you know, feminine and this is too strong acting and she's too alpha and I don't want that. But then when we say, all right, you pay all the bills and let me take some of the small stuff, then it's, oh, men shouldn't have to pay all the bills just because we were making a certain amount of money.
I mean, but do you have to, as a woman, do you have to feel like you're the alpha because you pay more bills?
No, that doesn't make you.
Oh, okay.
No, that just because
a lot of women tend to think so. That they're doing majority of it. They must be the alpha. No, it's not true.
How else are you gonna live?
Because you can pay all your bills all you want to, and if a damn 7'9" monster walk in your goddamn house with a hatchet and a straight razor, ready to kill you, you gonna do what? Baby, get up, go down there and see what that is. All right then, and okay. So like, nah, that don't make you the alpha because you pay more bills or because you make the most money.
How you feel about super independent women?
What is super?
I don't know.
You know,
I call it alpha. I want to say alpha because
y'all know I don't get down with these little key words y'all be using nowadays.
She's super independent. So what is super
alpha, independent?
What is super it's independent? An alpha female. You got a lot of females saying that they're alpha female.
I don't believe in the word alpha female.
Why?
I don't believe in the word alpha male. The definition of alpha, the alpha means the beginning first. What the fuck does that have to do with being a man or woman? Nothing.
Head of household, pretty much.
Okay, I mean, if you want to say that, I mean, but if you're married, then the man's gonna be the head of the household. No matter how much money you make, the man is still the head of the household.
Since the dawn of the ages.
I'm just saying.
Men
but I just don't believe that. I don't believe in that word alpha male, alpha. Either you're male or you're woman, either you're a man or you're a woman, you're male or you're female. All that alpha stuff, that's just stuff that makes people feel good on the inside. That's all that is. Yeah, I'm an alpha. I'm
to quote something from them.
You said what?
I was going to quote something from a movie, but I'm going to leave that out because most people wouldn't understand it. So it's already gone.
I don't. Yeah. So like, whether it's alpha male or alpha female, I just don't get into.
She's just a person that does everything. She's been doing everything and is pretty strong-minded and you know makes a good bit of money.
So why is that not just a woman that just happens to do all those things?
I don't know. They just call. That's just what they're called.
Yeah, them extra words and extra titles. I don't get into that stuff. She's a woman that works and pays bills. That's it. Nothing spectacular about that.
Woman.
Same thing about a man. You Working, you pay bills, bro. It's nothing like, come on, man. Okay.
I had to do that. That came from Pinky Doll from TikTok. She is
Yeah.
behaving like an NPC, and she's like, strong woman. Yes. So
I'll take that.
like
Okay.
anime.
I mean, but just because you pay bills don't make you a strong woman either. There's some women that I feel like give birth are stronger than women that pay bills. Like, it don't make you a strong woman because you pay bills. That makes you just a woman that works for herself, and wants to do things for herself. That's all it is. Nothing spectacular.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you find
cool.
somebody that evens out, the odds of you finding someone that matches your level, your career level, and even then you might find that person, you might not even be a match for that person when you're looking for somebody that exceeds or is on your level career-wise, materialistic-wise. It's I hate it when it gets to speaking about what someone makes, and because I would date a janitor. I wouldn't give a shit if he made nothing. I've dated somebody who didn't have a job, and I've never it's a trying time. But I mean, you love who you love. I mean, you can't do
When you say
anything
trying,
about
what
it.
you mean by it's a trying? What you mean?
It's a trying time when you're working and the other person isn't working. Of course, that's definitely a trying time. When you're in a relationship and let's say you decide to date someone who's in between jobs, or someone who's having a hard time getting a job. I mean, you like who you like.
Yeah. Like, okay. This is how I look at it. It's okay to be in between jobs, but like, if you're going to be that man or that woman that's going to, like, help them through that process, to help them look for jobs, help them fill out applications, help them look for things or whatever of that nature. That's great. That's what you should do. But if you're going into it and the person not working, and then a couple of months down the line, you mad because the shit getting old now, you getting upset, your patience getting thin. Well, I feel like you should have just came in trying to help that person get a job anyway. And if that person felt like, well, I just don't want to work, then you already know what you're dealing with.
Yes.
Yeah, because some people that just don't want to work. And it's definitely some men like that just don't want to work. They just want to just get by. Horrible.
Who we got next? Who's up next?
Let me see what we're going to do next. Let's see here.
NFL player. When I sent this to you, Sergio Brown, when I sent this to you a couple days ago, he hadn't made a video. They hadn't found him. Well, they found him, and he's saying that he's in Mexico.
Yeah.
You seen the video?
I saw glimpses of it. I didn't watch the full thing. That's all.
Something's wrong. Either something's wrong with him, or he's playing like he's insane.
Well, he said the FBI did it.
Yeah, that's what and that's the first thing people say is he's insane.
Said the FBI. Of course. I mean, they're going to say that. I mean, let's say he is telling the truth. Even if he was telling the truth and the police knew it, they would still say he's insane. That's the narrative that would be pushed.
Sergio, prayers. They were saying they were asking for prayers because Sergio Brown and his mom, his 73-year-old mom, were reported missing. Since then, they have found the mother. Of course, they found her deceased, sadly. But they didn't know where he was until he surfaced on social media, on Instagram, went live on Instagram. And I had no idea who he was until I started reading the comments. And I'm in there because whenever a celebrity goes live, I click in because I be trying to catch all the weird stuff they do or say so I can bring it on here and be the first to be like, word on the street, just saw this. They just said this. But he went live and he talked about, it was weird. His verbiage was really weird. It made it seem like something was wrong. I don't know if he had been drinking, but he said he's been there the whole time, and he said he didn't know. He said he thought his mother was vacationing. Even still, he didn't behave as well. You can't tell people how to grieve. You can't say that he wasn't grieving or he isn't grieving, or he's not. The people are pissed off because they think he's guilty of killing his mother because he's not behaving in a manner which shows he's surprised that his mother is dead.
No, he's not behaving in the manner that they want them to. See, people like to say little stuff like that. Well, he acting how you would normally act. How the fuck would you normally know how somebody would normally act?
Yeah.
There's millions of fucking people on this damn planet. Everybody don't act the same. We all don't eat the same. We all don't bathe the same. We don't do none of that shit the same. So how you gonna tell this man how to react to it? Like, y'all did he did the same thing with DC Young Fly.
Facts.
Like, damn, man, how keep telling you what to do and how to do it and what not to do and how not to do it.
That's right.
Maybe the man is grieving, man. I don't know.
Well, he said he didn't know. He thought she was vacationing. He had no idea she was missing, let alone deceased. Since then, he did another video the following day. This video was what he quoted Finding Nemo. He was all the way in character with Dory, which made it seem like while he may be making sense to others, to me, I don't know him enough or know his true character enough from being on TV or seeing him or doing interviews, playing football enough to say that he's out of character, something's off. It seemed, I don't know.
I really wasn't a fan like that.
No.
Not a fan of the Patriots. Dallas fan.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, but I definitely know who he is, though.
I hope something. I really, truly hope he didn't do it. I really do. I believe what he's saying. If he's saying the FBI, for what reason would they? I don't know what's going on or why he would feel like the FBI is involved, but he hauled ass over there for a particular reason.
Yeah. Some people say, "Oh, he ran over there because he's guilty." You know, he could be running away to get away from the FBI.
Could have.
Never know.
Could have.
Man, the government real sneaky now. I know y'all watching it now. I don't care. I'm going to war by mine. Straight up. Yeah, ain't no telling, no tell.
Yeah.
Like it's like I pray and hope that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna put it past him? No, I don't put nothing past nobody.
Nobody.
None at all. I won't put nothing past nobody. If he did, then God has something in store for him.
Facts.
And if he didn't, God got something in store for those who did.
They're gonna bring him back over here anyway, no matter where he is. They're gonna go get him.
No, they can't. You can't just.
Why you can't just go over there? He's in Mexico. Why not?
No, that's not the same. You can definitely commit a crime and flee to Mexico. And
they're not going to extradite you and make you come back here?
I mean, if they have proof that you did it, but they can't go off speculate. Oh, we want to question him. Okay, that's not gonna make me come over there. If you you got a question, no.
Me that
just a question, no. But if you got something, if it's substantial evidence, and be honest with you, I don't even know about that though. For real though. Even with that.
It's just now
totally different country.
It's just now getting started. Nobody's talked about like the behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, but nobody's talking about any evidence. Nobody's talking about it. It just got started. They literally just found the mom.
Well, they're gonna have some evidence before he got to do anything. Even with that, like I think you can still flee to Mexico though. I'm gonna look it up though.
I want to know if I can commit a crime and then go to Mexico and don't have to worry about them
to Mexico.
Coming after committing a crime.
Mexico.
I got a few people on my purge list. We're waiting because I'd like to know the answer. Can you? I'm pretty sure you can be extradited. It's a lot different than being from the U.S. and then you commit a crime over
here we
there.
go.
What does it say?
If someone is suspected of committing a crime, they may try and leave the country to avoid a trial or punishment. However, if they go to a country that has an extradition agreement with the U.S., they may find themselves turned over to U.S. custody. Okay.
So
you have to have an agreement though with them, though.
I'd assume they do have an agreement, seeing as how the Shanquella Robinson, that case, well, that crime was committed over there in Mexico, so that's a bit different. But they did have they did extradite them back to the United States to stand do the
trial.
Yeah, here in the United States as well. So I imagine Mexico does have an extraditing agreement.
I mean, well, Mexico still got to be like, okay, we'll give. Like, you still can't just walk over there and just grab them out of there.
You got
to eating and shit at Casablanca. You can't just snatch them all up while you eating.
Finish my queso. Guacamole.
You like eating them. You can't just pick
Don't
them
interrupt
up.
me while I'm my guacamole.
Doing that shit. Can't do that.
Sad news for us tonight. 4 babies overdosed at a Bronx daycare. The 1-year-old, out of the 4, there was a 1-year-old that actually passed away. It was an apparent fentanyl exposure. This drug.
You gotta say it like us, Tab. Fentanyl. That's what we said, fentanyl.
I shouldn't have pronounced it.
He said fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Hey, look at that again. Fentanyl. We talk about that for sure. Yeah, fentanyl. Yeah.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl.
He would prefer me say fentanyl. Yeah. Fentanyl. It's such a Horrible, horrible, horrible. This epidemic with fentanyl. That's better.
Yeah,
Fentanyl
that's better.
is about as worse as when they put crack out here in the 80s. And yes, I said it. It's about as bad as when they did that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't have the words to express how a daycare, and reading into the story, apparently there was some leftover in the form. I don't know if it was in the form of gummies. I don't know how are you operating a whole daycare with not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 little children, and 4 of them overdose on this drug. 1 of them die.
I mean, you gotta understand, like, people don't really care no more, man.
You're running a daycare.
People don't care no more, Tab. That daycare is being shot up, Tab. People don't care anymore, Tab. People literally don't care. They're not thinking that, oh, this 1-year-old is going to get to my pack of gummies that's just sitting on the counter. They're not thinking about that. They don't care.
This drug is like wildfire out here. It's the most. I panicked when I had surgery last year, and you see, it's like they use fentanyl when I went under, and I'm like, how much did they use? What did they use? I'm looking at all. It's a very small. And how did this even come about? Like, 1 minute there was a time when this didn't exist, and then next thing you know, it exists, and now it's taken over.
I don't believe that
and
shit,
it's absolutely ridiculous.
That shit been existing.
Somebody put it. Well, yeah, it had to exist.
I think
they
just started putting it out. They just started putting it out to the streets. How you think? How you think the people on the streets get it?
You think a doctor did it?
Anybody growing this shit in their backyard?
You think a doctor did it?
Do you do realize that the hospital, that's business, right?
Yeah,
health, that's business.
Yes.
Don't think the black market don't exist. All them funny ass websites and shit they got out there. So how you think we getting it? Like, that same thing with the police. They sweep up all the drugs off the street. They put half of it goddamn in evidence lockup, and then they sell the other half back to the streets for twice the same price. For twice the price. That's all that is, Tab. That's fucked up. That daycare should be shut down. And I think the motherfucker who is responsible for it, she got them get some motherfucking prison time. That's what I think.
Speaking of prison time,
I think the law should goddamn get a hold of that.
Speaking of prison time, South Carolina has just obtained the medicines needed and required to start back doing the injections. The lethal injections. Yes. You know, for a long time they couldn't get a hold of it. They could have got a hold of it, but it was too expensive. So for years, it's been a long time since they've been able to get a hold of it because it wasn't available. And when it was available, it was too expensive. So you've got people sitting on death row who are waiting lethal injection or who chose lethal injection. They even brought back firing squad here in South Carolina.
Goddamn right. You goddamn right.
Goddamn firing squad is on the table. Yep. Of course, I don't know if the electric chair is still on the table or not, but the fire, they elected to say, hey, all right, they've been sitting on death row just waiting to die. We don't have the medicines for the lethal injection because they give you a choice. They let you choose.
I don't think you should get no choice. I think goddamn it should be at whatever you got. Whatever you did to get you on this, it should be close to that.
I feel like if you stab somebody and you kill somebody, then you should get the same thing. An eye for an eye. Y'all want to talk about that? So let's get into that.
Lethal injection weak as hell. That shit weak.
I think it's tame. It's like putting a dog down.
That's weak,
man. It's the humane way.
I tell you what type of shit I'm on. Beheadings. I'm on that type of shit. Crucifixions. Bring them back.
I don't know
with all the bullshit. Nah, you should know.
With the heads.
When you killed that 87-year-old lady, and she wouldn't bother you, tried to snatch her purse and you push her downstairs, you killed that old lady, you motherfucking right, you deserve the goddamn electric chair. You motherfucking right. I want to pour the goddamn water in that motherfucker.
I think you should get pushed down a flight of stairs. I think whatever you did to somebody, you should get it.
Shit, a slippery flight of stairs too.
With
spikes on the end of that motherfucker.
If you
goddamn right. You like a goddamn fish when I finish with you.
Firing, and the reason why, a part of the reason why they stopped it is
That's
because
weak too.
the medicine they got, it tormented the last person that they had on the table receiving lethal injection. It didn't work the way they said it was supposed to work, and it tormented the person. It's 3 stages. I forgot the guy's name. The person that was on
witnessing.
Yes. No. The guy that they actually, it's supposed to be humane. You're supposed to, you're supposed to be knocked out, then the heart stops, and then some other stuff stops, and then you go.
Oh, you got lethal injection?
Yes, lethal injection.
I thought you
No, I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the motherfucker getting fried.
Stop it.
I'm still stuck
talking
on the
about lethal injection and why it has been out for so long here in South Carolina.
What happened to him now?
It didn't work the way it was supposed to work, and it was tormented. It was torment for the people watching, and they were like, "No, until y'all get the right dosage."
No, the person that was accepting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said it tormented him.
Yes.
Okay, how so?
Because it didn't do what it was supposed to do. It didn't knock him out. The medicine is supposed to make you unconscious. You're supposed to fall asleep, and then everything is supposed to stop.
Did he die? He never died. So how he died?
No, he's still waiting.
That way you gotta have extra methods. I'd have had a motherfucking axe. Right there beside that goddamn bed.
That is inhumane.
No, but it was inhumane what you did. But I don't think everybody should be subject to it though. I think like child killers and molesters. I think motherfuckers like that just kill for no reason. Serial killers,
rapists,
to a certain extent.
Rapists.
No. I'm gonna tell you why I say to a certain extent. I think they should get a punishment, but I think they should get their shit cut off and have to live the rest of their life like that.
Facts. I think if you are in trouble for anything that has to do with sexually assaulting a child or a female, sexually assaulting anybody in any shape, form, or fashion, cat, dog, fish, raccoon, whatever your choice may be, I think you should get your peenie castrated. I think you should be castrated. That's the proper term. I think you should be castrated.
However, for people who like to tell lies and say somebody did something they didn't, I think you should suffer consequences as well. I think a person that if you make false accusations on somebody and it finds out that it's not true, I think that you should do jail time.
Absolutely.
I think you should do jail time.
Because you've ruined somebody's career.
Yep. I think you should do jail
like
time.
These fast ass, like my grandma would say, like these fast ass females and the college students, and they blame the guy. You done got drunk and now you at a party, you wake up, your drawers over there and your ass over there on this side, your mooncat all over the place, and now you mad and don't know who did it, and you swear the whole football team did it. So now you done drag these people through the mud only to find out that he didn't do it.
In the criminal justice system, sexual-based offenses is considered especially heinous in New York City. I'm serious. That's some law and order shit, man. Like, but women, please stop doing that. Seriously, man. Y'all stop getting drunk around dudes, man, that y'all don't know like that, or dudes that y'all think like y'all just okay with being around. Like, please, ladies, stop doing that. That's not a good look. Like, please don't do that. Fella, same thing for y'all, man. Don't do that. Like, please, man. Kid, that's some sick shit.
I agree.
Like, know your limits and just chill. Just stop. Because once you purposely, like, you know, like, you getting sloppy drunk, like, you keep drinking, like, at some point, like, we have to call personal responsibility into play. I'm not saying in no form of shape am I saying you're asking to be. I'm not asking you to be done any type of way. But at some point though, you have to accept, like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to get this drunk
to where you're completely unaware
when I can't remember nothing
of your surroundings and the people and how you got home and none of that stuff.
You know, it's not cute, man. Like, I hate to see women in the club like that. Like they that's like, you know how stupid that look.
You look stupid. You look. I don't like to see it. I've never been that kind of female. I don't.
Tap. Like, come on, that stupid ass shit, man. Y'all stop doing that.
It's unattractive.
It is. I don't like that.
It's very much unattractive.
It's even unattractive when you see dudes trying to take that type of shit home. Like, nigga, what is wrong, bro? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, you really want some pussy that's not gonna remember you tomorrow? I want motherfucker to remember me.
Or
damn that shit.
I don't know. I just feel like I agree with you to that extent. I mean, you shouldn't be getting that wasted as a female. You shouldn't be getting that wasted to where you're unaware of your surroundings or unaware of how you're getting home or who you're with or the
That's
people
just
that you're
horrible.
surrounded by. So, oh Lordy, what were we originally talking about? What were we discussing?
Yeah,
The fentanyl stuff we got on
yeah,
the fentanyl and the. I started talking about the South Carolina restarting the lethal injection.
Yes.
The lethal injection is the firing squad. It was a little bit weird, but I guess they gotta. It's like trash. I don't want to say people are not trash, but this is like it's like when you have things that are piling up and piling up and piling because they have people that are consistently being on death row, and then you have some that have been there for years waiting. To choose because what they and a lot of them were choosing lethal injection knowing they weren't going to get the drug no time soon. So for the ones that chose lethal injection, your time is almost up, buddy.
You thought God forgot?
Yeah, because they got it now.
You thought he forgot, didn't you?
It's gonna be a lot of lights.
You thought
blinking.
he forgot.
It's gonna be a lot of lights blinking. We're right down the street from there.
But that's what. Oh yeah. What? Damn, Tab. Y'all can go down there and do a live show. When it's time for them got to put a needle in the motherfucker on.
I don't. That's a sad.
Man, that shit weak, man. That's a weak ass goddamn punishment, dog. That's no difference. The ultimate.
A lot of people
right,
say that, especially the families say it's too humane for what they did to their loved ones. You chop somebody up into little pieces and you get to die peacefully in your sleep. It's basically what it is.
They should be turning it. You chop my goddamn family up, they better turn that motherfucker into goddamn hibachi.
I think you need to be chopped up too.
Exactly.
An eye for an eye. Y'all like the Bible, don't you? An eye for an eye. But when it comes, y'all, people like to. Speaking of you pick and choose what they want to use out of the Bible. Yeah, you pick and choose because it clearly says an eye for an eye.
It does, definitely does.
God was awful petty to say that.
Yeah, but you have to also though look at the testaments too, though. Like you have the Old Testament and the New Testament, like the new laws and the old laws. Yeah, that was before Jesus came, and when Jesus came, he told everybody to love each other.
An eye for an eye. I like that part.
Yeah, but that was before Jesus was born.
You got some places that still cut off people's hands for stealing. You know that?
Yeah,
I was talking about that. I wish they would do that here.
Of course they cut off people's hands for stealing.
I'd like to be the person what do you call the person that pulls the thing up there wearing all black so nobody can't see?
To me, I think it depends on what you stole.
If you stole some bread and some if you stole some light bread and some bologna and some diapers
because you're trying to feed your family,
that means
I wouldn't chop nobody's hand off for that, man. Nah.
I might pull your nail off the bed or something like that.
No, really.
So I'm sorry.
You gonna pull the nail off the bed?
Yeah, I think you should get one nail bed pulled off.
I wouldn't cut your hand off for stealing for your family, though. Nah, that's crazy.
No, you got people, but if you stuffing roasts down your 16 roasts and butt roasts,
yeah, like you stealing shit to sell and shit, like
cheese and shit like that, and bologna and
but
smoked sausages.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you need to get your hand chopped off. At least one of them.
You think so? What? You think so?
Stealing smoked sausage is crazy.
That's just crazy. Stealing smoked sausage is crazy. So you think a person you think she could have ran over stealing like for real?
Yeah, if you stole some shit.
Nah, I think shit like real jewelry and gold and diamonds and shit like that. Yeah, but anytime I'm gonna stole a rose, like nah, like because they stole a shirt or something like that. Nah, because
you being greedy. If you steal
well, I'm keeping the game. Now I probably want to buy the motherfucker. That's why I'm saying it.
A roast?
You think I won't?
You gonna buy a roast from somebody off the street?
If it's still in the pack. I mean, they ain't walking down the street with just a roast in his hand. Yeah, my man, you want to buy the roast? Like, nah. They normally have a bag full of shit. And you get to dig through what they got. Like, it be like spare ribs in there and shit.
I don't know anything about that.
Spare rib, like a little bag of Uncle Ben rice beans.
You ever seen somebody like do that?
Have I? Yes, ma'am.
And you buy it?
Shit, why not? It's still in the bag. Again, child, it's not a nigga just walking around. He just happened to have a pack of fatback bacon in his pocket. Like, no, like these are professional thieves. I only fuck with the best of the best, Tab.
I
I
can't.
fuck with that high class shit, baby.
I never seen
I don't
anybody.
fuck around with no cheap thieves.
I don't know. I'm here. I'm
I fuck
thinking.
around motherfucker that can provide for the family.
See, I've never seen anybody do that before.
Shit, oxtails.
I've only ever seen it on TV.
Shit, oxtails.
Like when people hold their coat open and they got
turkey
stuff
necks,
in the coat.
Shit. No, but you gotta examine the pack though. Like you gotta make sure like, that shit ain't never been open. So like, you gotta like really like.
Y'all out here buying roasts that somebody.
You goddamn right. He just came from the store. He ain't like he ain't just walking around with this shit. I tell. He know it's gonna sell, so he got to get it straight from the grocery store and get right to a destination while it's still cold a little bit.
Yeah, you got to get your hands cut off. Not hands, maybe just one.
Like, they ain't gonna be able to count all that money he finna make, Tal. All that loot he finna make.
Cha-ching.
Cause I'm never gonna put some money in his pocket. Like, it's a dude I know right now, and I don't know his name. I'm glad, so I won't be lying. I literally don't know the dude's name. It's old dude, but he come around the well, whatever, and like he got like a tub full of shit, and it be like batteries, deodorant, lighters,
new stuff,
new shit in the pack. $1.
What is Family Dollar?
Huh?
We done hit up a Family Dollar.
I don't know, but I know you get a pack of goddamn 50 batteries, goddamn for $1. Deodorant, $1. 2 big lighters in the pack, $1. Like, sometimes you like 3 bigs in the pack, $1. I call him the dollar man for real. He come probably like once, like every month. Like you got to catch him though, but he always come to the hood though. And I pull that motherfucking car up, Tab. How about that bit with a dog? Woo!
You're made off.
I need about 2-3 people to help me carry the groceries to the house. That's how much shit I'm buying from the goddamn dollar man.
Listen, I ain't here
too. So we even have like screwdrivers and locks with keys to the shit. Like master lock for real. Like, well, I ain't lying, y'all. That may be having all types of shit.
Yeah, that's extra.
If y'all want something, inbox me and
specific.
And we'll let you. I got
specific 1800 inbox 1800. What we got? 71-year-old lady. What was the story behind the 71-year-old lady murders her husband? For 71-year-old woman fatally shoots her man after he admitted to cheating on her.
Yeah, that was her husband. That was a nigga she was fucking around with. That was a nigga. Earl Ray, you should have kept that shit to yourself.
Shouldn't have been messing around. You know these old ladies ain't playing. That's how it was back then. It was the same way back in the day. From what my grandparents told me. My granddaddy said, he told me one time, he shot at my grandmother with a shotgun.
My grandma shot at my granddaddy. That's crazy. My grandma shot at my granddaddy. Damn, that's crazy. Might be cousins.
They was about that life back then. It might be. They was about that life back then. You even show your ass and embarrass me.
My grandma definitely shot at my granddaddy before.
And my granddaddy. I'm pretty sure that's how it went.
Well, that story they told me, I wasn't around to fucking know, but they told me that, your granddaddy, your grandma shot at your granddaddy. You
can't play around with everybody. Age don't matter. You can't play around with everybody. This is a different day and age, and you can't play around with everybody. You mess around and get your dome blowed all the way off.
But 71, right? Let's just take this into consideration, Dad.
That might have been the best man she had. And he said, no. And then it depends. He might have been cheating on her with somebody from the church. Yeah. He might have been cheating on her with somebody down 2-3 houses. You know, it's always 2-3 houses down.
Yeah.
You're not going to cheat on no lady and an old lady, a 71-year-old lady, and she cooked collard greens for you.
You saw a picture, Tab? Tab, look at her picture, Tab.
And she don't.
Like, I don't know if y'all can see this out, but that is hard. Like, like auntie, like, and she really ain't give a fuck about doing it though, for real. Like, in the picture.
And she didn't. That's somebody's grandmother right there that just shot somebody else's granddaddy. If you didn't know, she was sleeping with your granddaddy, and now your granddaddy's no longer here. Somebody said that's Pearl from the bingo hall. Pearl won't be yelling bingo on this side of the gate.
Can you imagine what she would have did if she would have caught them in the act of it, though?
I can't.
I think she probably killed a lady, too.
I'm pretty sure.
Or a lady would have killed her?
I would have did it.
You would have killed her?
Both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
So you walk in the act, you gonna kill both of them?
Yes.
So that one act of cheating is just worth the rest of your life?
Crime of passion. If you would think, if you gotta go shoot one, you gotta do the other. I gotta do them both.
Nah.
BOFF.
And both.
BOFE and the crime of passion. That's what it's called. And that's how it is. You be so angry, you black out and you don't even think about what you're doing.
Yours won't work though, Tab.
Why mine wouldn't work?
Because you just look directly to the lens and just let the police force know that you would do that. You shouldn't have said that on live. You should have said that outside that. But you don't know the streets yet. I got you.
I would have. I'm being honest.
But I wouldn't say that in front of the lens because now if you go do it, if
I'm not gonna do that. I would walk.
Tab, you shouldn't have said that on camera, man, dog. Hey, Tab, man. Hey, boy, you're free, boy.
No, I have I've been in that situation before.
Well, you actually called him?
Where you?
I'm not saying you would now.
He wouldn't let me in the house. I came to the house early. He wouldn't let me in the house. So back then I was I had my little.
How did you know though? How you know it was another person?
You just know because first of all, when you pull up to a house and there's a car and there's clearly a Zeta tag. No,
okay, no, you got all that.
And
okay, cool,
and then somebody's in there, but I I would say and I'm putting this business out there, and you hear me say a Zeta tag on the car. Like I'm still looking for that car to this day.
Well, why though? You in a whole new relationship, man.
Because she wouldn't come out. I just wanted to come out so I could see it. Women just want to see. I just want to know. I just want to see you. But anyway, listen, my mother in a crime of passion. That could have been me being locked away for the rest of my life in a crime of passion because you're just that angry. You are just that angry. He came to the door, but he wouldn't let me inside though. I'm like 6'2". Would you come out?
I've never had a situation where somebody was cheating.
Would you come out? I'll be right back.
I've never had a situation like where
straight to my car. I'll be right back.
Me. But I've had a situation like where I was kicking it with this female, like who wouldn't even do anything, but her baby dad came knocking on the door.
Ooh.
And he wanted to get in.
Ooh.
He wanted to get in bad too. Man, I see that nigga in there with them black foot on.
I know you like.
Nah, I sit on that motherfucking pole. You bring your ass in. All right.
No, that's right. You better tighten up. You better know what you're getting into before you come up in here.
Tighten up, bro. Like, hey, look, this ain't the type of party. I wasn't even knocking all the time. We chilling. We cooling.
Knocking off. What is that?
I'm saying I wasn't even getting under her noonie cat. What's it? Noonie cat?
Nobody says that.
What?
What do you call it?
No, I said I wasn't knocking off.
No, you said noonie cat. That's
what you said.
Moon cat.
Oh, moon cat. I'm trying to figure out what you said. Okay. Whatever you call it. No, I ain't no damn noonie. No, I call it pussy. That's what I call it. I'm straight up. I don't nickname.
It's called, we get something a little bit more tame than that. 1800.
What?
Noonie cat. That's something old ass man will say.
Nah, I know I got it from, but I ain't gonna tell you. I know I got it from. I know exactly where I got it from, and that's funny.
You get that from ATL?
No.
Where you get that from?
No.
Somebody said that.
No, because I say.
Well, don't say it.
If I tell you, just know it's somebody that I know that knows somebody who called it that shit. That's what I thought it was, but you always say moon, yeah, my fault.
Noonie.
Yeah, but that's exactly how they sound though. Like when they say it, like everybody else laugh, like the fuck is that? So yeah, you definitely gave the right That's crazy.
Yeah, but now she's 71. She ain't probably don't give shit. She's 71. So what?
Yeah, it's horrible.
What it's done is it is a horrible thing. I'm not excusing that. It is a horrible thing. But people, stuff like that, people not playing about that kind of stuff. It's already hard for her to find a man anyway. She's 71.
Oh, Sam, but come on, auntie, though, man. God damn, auntie, you 71, baby. Like, he ain't
Shot the shit out of him.
Ain't that shit, man.
Good men hard to come by.
Must have got that boy. He must have been throwing that thing, man. This guy, like, he had, man, I don't know. His Viagra probably kicked in a little faster than others. I bet you got something to do with that. I bet you. Why else would you do it? That's not your husband. If it was your husband, would you still give you no right to kill him? But that was just like your husband.
They're supposed to be exclusive. They were supposed to be exclusive. Pearl was sick and tired of Eddie's shit. We got a little bit of time left. We're gonna get to our relationship question of the day. Relationship question: is it okay for you to sleep with or date your ex's friends?
What'd you say?
No.
What say you? You say it's cool or it's not cool?
It's not cool.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's not cool.
We agreed to that for the first time.
It's codes. That's a code for me. That's an old school code for me. A lot of people would be like, okay, well, why? If y'all vibing and he's all right with it, and it's just a no for me. I can't. I don't even want to date anybody if I find out My best friend dated you. Here's the thing about best friend thing. Aside from my ex, I would never. Nah.
You know what?
But best friend, that goes for best friend. For me, that goes for best friends too.
When you say date, you know, people got their own different remixes of what word means to them.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean when you say date? What do you mean by that?
Go out, hang out, and be exclusive, and start getting serious with somebody that is your ex's friend. Like y'all are going out, y'all are hanging out, and it's more to it than just hanging out. Y'all sleeping together.
Well, that's a damn near relationship.
Yeah. So
I'm saying, but some people feel like if you even dated, like if y'all went out to eat, I'm not fucking with you if you went out to eat with my homeboy or something like that.
You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing nothing. You shouldn't be getting cordial and up close and comfortable with your ex's friends at all.
But let's say it was somebody, but let's say you never knew. Let's say that's something that never came, like you didn't know that.
That it was a friend?
Yeah, and it just can't, that your friend actually was like exclusive with this person. Everybody don't tell everybody everything.
What do you mean, like in the case of like my best friend?
I don't look at myself like I got a best friend. I just don't do that.
Well, if we talked about a lot, enough to know to respect each other's past or whoever it is we would date. That's okay. We're talking about best friends, not dating.
So you're talking about one person. You're talking about just one particular person.
What do you mean?
I mean, all right. So with the question, I'm saying you're talking about one particular person though in this, right? You're talking about just one particular best friend.
I'm using best friend as an example because we both agreed that it's not okay for you to date your ex's friends. You shouldn't be doing that. So I'm using another example. I was saying that it's codes to this, like the code that my best friend and I have. Like we didn't sleep with people that if I slept with somebody and she met them later, Tab, you know, if I realized she was dating, I'd be like, no, I fucked around with this dude. No, don't do that. She wouldn't talk to him at all. It's just a respect thing. I wouldn't date anybody that she dated. But she wouldn't date anybody that I dated.
But I'm saying, but everybody though that you actually went on a date with is not somebody like that you've fucked or been intimate with or anything like that.
I know. And we respected both, whether we were intimate or we dated or we went out, we went to the movies. We're not. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna hang out with him if he hung out with my best friend.
I'm gonna keep it gangster with you, Ted. Like I don't look at it that deep though. Like from that standpoint, like if y'all were actually like exclusive, all right, cool. If y'all was fucking around, once y'all have sex, I'm done with it. I'm not with have sex. But if y'all went out to eat one time, like to see how to be, and it didn't work out, I'm not gonna say no, bro. Don't talk to her, but because we went out to eat one time and it didn't work out for us. No.
So your homeboy, right? Your homeboy went out with this female and he didn't get no cutty or noonie.
It's not about, no, I'm saying
he didn't do that.
No, let's say they didn't have a connection at all. Let's say like they went out to eat and they realized that they weren't compatible. So like, you know what? I'm gonna just go my separate way. Thank you, food was good, but I'm just not interested. I don't think that's a problem.
You still gonna date her? Even if you find out that, I tried to talk to her, it didn't work out. So go ahead, my guy. Maybe y'all got a different code. Y'all guys don't have codes?
No.
Like that?
Tab, going out to eat one time, Tab, and finding out that you're not compatible, or getting somebody's number and texting for a couple of weeks and realizing y'all not compatible. No, that's not dating. That's not that. No.
Y'all still tried though. It just didn't work. You gonna try now?
Because it might work for me. That's the other way around. It might work for that other person. It might not work. Because it didn't work for me don't mean it's not gonna work for this person. Me and her aren't compatible. That's fine. Maybe they are compatible, and that's fine.
I ain't touching it. I ain't doing it.
I mean, that's fine.
I can't do it.
I just said I don't like. I'm not gonna not do it, like I said, because y'all kicked it one time and that was it.
Y'all don't have y'all. Some of y'all men don't have no code. Y'all are smash even if you know your homeboy smash.
No, I'm saying no, but that I'm not doing. No, I'm not. That's crazy to me.
I did say some. I didn't say y'all. No. On everybody.
But for me, I'm not doing all that. What I'm saying is, if a girl and my homeboy exchange numbers,
mm-hmm.
and they kicked it one time and they find out that they're not compatible,
mm-hmm.
4 months later, I meet the same chick. I never saw them together. I don't know nothing about what they got going on.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm looking at them two together and I'm purposely trying to say or purposely hoping that they're not going to be, they can work out and I'm going to just go straight to her for that. No, I'm not saying that. If I meet you after if I meet her after they had whatever it was, like what they talked or whatever for a couple weeks or texted a few times and it didn't work, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
You gonna run it by your boy first and see how you feel about that? Or you just gonna do it?
I mean,
If it comes
If
out,
I'm saying,
maybe
I'm
he
saying-
forgot.
okay,
Maybe he's
no.
happily in a relationship
No,
now
no.
and forgot about
But
her.
again, that I haven't seen them together, so I wouldn't know that. It would be up to her to tell me that.
And what if she doesn't tell you? Maybe she doesn't know or doesn't remember because it's been some time. Maybe he sees y'all and say, "Hey, yo, I tried to hook up with her a while ago." How would that make you feel? No particular way?
Well, made me feel no type of way. Wouldn't. For what?
That's because y'all don't got no code.
I'm saying that. I'm saying, what would be the issue?
Because your homeboy tried it.
What did they? And he didn't get it. So what? They got to do with me.
Why you want it if your homeboy already tried it?
He didn't get it. Tab,
y'all ain't got no code.
Tab, if you saying he got it, or again, let's say he didn't get it, but they went on dates and they were kissing and all this stuff. They just never got to say for it. I'm not touching it. I'm not doing it. But if they went out one time, Kate, and realized that they're not compatible, Tab, I don't give a damn about none of that. I don't care.
What if they're still friends and they still cordial? You still don't care if they can still, they're still cool.
They still speak to each other. I don't care about that. Hey, how you doing? I don't care about that.
No, I can't do that. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you if I know you tried to date my girl, and the only reason y'all not together now is because it didn't work out. I can't do that.
We didn't do that. I'm confused. Like,
why are you confused? I'm not doing it.
No.
I can't do it. Maybe we as women, and you know what? There's some women out here.
You gotta stop saying. You gotta stop saying me women because I know for homegirls right now for
I'm
a fact
just getting ready to say that they don't care.
And I know I'm not gonna say all names, but I know exactly who y'all are. I know what y'all doing out here. I already know this.
I was just getting ready. No, I wasn't. I was literally getting ready to say that before you said it.
I'm sorry.
Before you let off the ammunition.
Go ahead.
Before you let off the ammunition on me, I was getting ready to say, because there are some women out here who don't give a damn about that and who will smash if they know they homegirl smash. That wouldn't stop them.
Big fact.
But for me and my best friend of 20-something years, we're not doing it. Knowingly, we're not doing it. If I find out you dated my girl, or if I find out you slept with my girl, ain't no reason for you to talk to me. If I find out you talked to my sister, or if I find out back in the day you wanted to holler at my sister and you couldn't get to her, you can't talk to me.
I mean, sister, I get that.
Any relationship, friend, mama, sister, aunt, nothing.
What tell me this shit? He must love this conversation because he told you off here.
He done came in here and said something.
So, all right, so I got one for you, Tab.
So you would do the same thing?
I got no. They don't. No. I want you to look right in this camera and tell the truth.
But your boy tried though.
What? Let's say right. Let's say your best friend of 20-something years, right? She went out on a date with this guy.
Okay.
They found out that they weren't compatible.
Okay.
You meet this guy 6 months from now. She never tells you that they went on a date. Y'all have been together for 4 years. He proposes. Y'all get engaged. You say yes. The week of the wedding, she tells you, friend, I don't want y'all to go into this marriage not knowing, I don't want you to go into this marriage not knowing that this happened, because I don't want y'all relationship to be based off of some bullshit. So I'm gonna tell you something. I want y'all to start off with a clean slate when y'all get married. But me and the guy, we never did anything. We went on a date one time. We found we weren't compatible. That was the last time we talked to each other that night. Are you still getting married, Tab? Look into that goddamn camera lens and you tell straight up.
No.
That's crazy.
The reason being is because if you wait that long to tell me something so simple as that, where you could have told me as my best friend, you could have told me as the man I'm about to marry. If it was just that simple, y'all could have told me a long time ago. Why wait? Why is it crazy? Why would you wait? At this point, you waited until I got married and you come into me as if my best friend did that, we are no longer best friends. If you waited until I got married, right before shit gets real and I sign those papers and you say, listen, I want to tell you something. I should have told you a long time ago. The guy, we went out, nothing happened. Now I'm looking at you sideways. Now I'm looking at him sideways, because if she my bestie, this ain't the first time you've seen him and this ain't the first time you've seen her.
But again,
you can't wait that late to say something like that.
Sometimes, Tab, it's best to just leave people imagination alone.
So you think it's best that they never said anything? What if she never said anything?
Yeah, what if she just never said nothing? Then what? That's what I'm saying, Tab. Like, you putting too much on it, Tab.
You think so?
Yeah, Tab. Whatever, chicken fingers and shit. Like, come on, but like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
chicken fingers are serious.
He picked her up in a limousine and had popping champagne and
were they French fries?
So what?
Were they French fries?
Yes.
Shit, serious.
Or curly fries.
Hell yeah. Arby's?
Yes.
Hell yeah. You got her the curly fries?
And he took her at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when they were doing the specials. 2 for $5.
That's serious.
I'm just saying that. That's what keep Arby's in business. Him or her.
Me?
Him
I get told that all the time. Why do you eat at Arby's? Because I love Arby's.
Nah, I ain't gonna care.
Arby's has the meat.
I went there for the other day. I went there the other day, right? For you know, they got the Hush Puppy fish sticks.
I didn't know anything about that. You said Hush Puppy's fish sticks. What is that?
Not, well, Hush Puppy dip is, I guess it's Hush Puppy batter that they dip the fish in.
I'm about to go there.
Listen, they got a 3-piece, a 5-piece, and a 7-piece.
I'm going there right after this, and we need to end this in just a minute.
No, I think I'm lying.
But you know what?
No, I think they got a 3-piece. And
I respect what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I don't know.
If they kiss, it's a no.
But just not on the strength of if they went out, laughed, had a good time.
That's what I'm saying. Like they went out to a bar or whatever, just trying to fill each other out, fill out process. And then she realized, you know what? Just something about this nigga, I'm not really feeling it. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not funny enough, or maybe I don't like the way, you know, saying like his shoes got a crease in them or whatever for a reason is. Maybe for him it might be, well, she maybe looks at her phone too much, or she's not really showing me attention. And they realize, like, you know, we had a nice time in a sense for like stepping out, but we're not compatible. So, you know what I'm saying, let's just keep it like we just cool, like nothing more than that, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it like real friendly and cordial. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to go out together anymore, you know what I'm saying? When you see me, we can speak. There's nothing wrong with that,
we as women, we overthink things because now at that point, you went out because you probably found each other attractive. So do you still find each other attractive even though it didn't work? We as women, we overthink stuff like that because now I'm not going to get that out of my brain that but y'all went out and you clearly must have found her attractive. She found you attractive. And
I'm saying, but you can find somebody attractive and never touch them or like that. Because I there's plenty of women that I find attractive that actually want me to touch they, what you call it?
Mooncats.
And I just won't do it. This cow would not jump over the moon. I won't do it, Tab. I just won't do it. And there's nothing, I find y'all attractive, but I'm okay with just not doing it to y'all. Okay with just being cool.
So not all men sleep with everything.
No, no, they definitely don't.
It's a lot of men out here who sleep with everything.
No, it is. I'm saying
anything walking.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's plenty
but not all men sleep with everything.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
That's refreshing to hear a man say that. I know there's a lot. Our producers would say the same thing.
Mad because I wouldn't do it to her.
Yeah, I didn't think guys could have restraint like that. I thought that y'all just be out here just fucking.
And what gave you that idea?
Because I just see it.
Prejudice, basically. So you back. So we're gonna end the show how we started it. Prejudice.
I'm not prejudiced.
That was definitely
everybody thinks that. All women think that guys fuck anything.
That don't mean that it's not prejudice. That just means a lot of y'all prejudiced.
So y'all do have lines that across that would make you decide. I'm not
like me, like me and prejudice too. Like when women tell us like, well, I want to take this time to get myself together. We definitely think y'all fucking other dudes.
What?
Yeah, right. Like if a woman like be like, you know, I just want to just take time to myself. I want to go find myself. No, but you're going to find some dick. I'm telling you that men are prejudiced as well. Like we think that too. That every time a woman feel like she want to go find herself, want some dick or something. I'm being real. That's how men think. So like we prejudiced just like y'all prejudiced.
All right, I can accept that.
Yeah,
that was a pretty in-depth discussion. I feel like I don't know. I just that's always been a law between us. That's always
what's that?
Like between me and my bestie. That's always been a law. If we don't know anything about it. And I get it. Mm-hmm. I don't want anybody's leftovers. Somebody in the thing. All men don't sleep with everything.
That's
all women don't either. Yeah, absolutely. All men. I'm not saying all men sleep with everything, and I know all women don't, but it's the assumption that it's a huge percentage of men.
You said leftover. It's not a leftover, though.
It is leftovers.
Nah.
So if I buy Bojangles, I'm talking the tenders with the Bojangles fries and the sweet tea, and I ate one fry and put it in the refrigerator, you're gonna come in there and you're gonna feel comfortable eating the rest of that? I mean, that's the hell of an analogy.
I I mean, it is a hell of an analogy. I mean, Tab, I mean, when you put it in that aspect of something like that small, like Bojangles, then no. But if you say that you cook dinner on Sunday and I wasn't able to make it, and you say, hey, Steve, I'm warming up plates on Monday morning, guess who'll be there at 11:30 to get a goddamn plate of your leftovers? Me. See, I know what you did. See, I know what you did, Tab. You made the analogy so small to where to fit your narrative. I know what you did. But yes, I would like one of them seasoned fries, and yes, I would like one of them chicken supremes. But if it's Sunday dinner, I like a nice.
But not
plate.
if I bit off a piece of Supreme and I offer it to you.
No,
Not
but, that right there would insinuate that you did what? You
I
put
bit
your
off
mouth
of
on it, correct?
Yes.
But they never kissed.
They never put their mouth on the Supreme. So it's a whole Supreme that nobody's.
Whole Supreme that she
He's
didn't
going
touch.
to partake of the leftovers if the
That
Supreme
nobody that
hasn't
you wouldn't
been
bitten
touched.
off of. Yep. There we go. I sure will. Yep. And that is a fact. But I also, on the other hand, wouldn't feel no type of way if I took a chick out and we wasn't feeling each other, and my homeboy was like, you know what? I met this chick with her. I was like, oh, okay. I got y'all to talk to before, it didn't work out for me. Okay, yeah, I got a number. Okay, now, hey, Bray, do you? I'd have been in a situation before, hey, bro, do you?
So you wouldn't think that she went to your homeboy because it didn't work out with you? You wouldn't think that?
I mean, if that's what it is, I mean, I don't think that shallow. I don't care if she did that. I just had one rule: just don't spin the block. Just stay over there. Just don't try to come back. That's fine with me. I have no problem.
All right.
There ain't no competition.
You can't do that in the girl group. You can't do that.
Yeah, they do it in the girl group. You just say they do it in the girl group.
No.
Just y'all two know, but all the other women, yeah. Well, a lot of the other women, yeah.
Even if it's just us two, you can't do that.
Do what?
No, you're not gonna just choose her and she don't like you, then you go to me.
No, this is what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Do you really think that every woman really care about that type of shit? Tab?
No, I know they don't.
I'm saying I don't care about that
They
shit.
do it right in your face.
People are trying to find their soulmate. And ain't nobody got time, man, to be right here goddamn with this bullshit.
Even if the soulmate is your husband, they gonna do their damnedest to get to him. I've heard women say that.
I mean, that's fine, but if he's your soulmate and he genuinely takes that responsibility seriously, then he wouldn't do it.
How do you know though? I feel like if you,
you know what?
We can't talk about that. It's 8:16. We're in trouble already. We already 15 minutes over time. We might continue this next week. This was one hell of a conversation, H.
Yeah. I'm about to call you later on. We're gonna finish this.
Yeah, we're gonna talk shit. I'm gonna talk shit about that. Bojangles. When I leave here, I'm going to Arby's and they better have what you say they had to.
Yeah, they do.
You know
it's
who
big
I'm
bad
not,
fish. Yeah.
Do you know who I
get
get called out on
for
going to that we shouldn't? Are black people going to Maurice's? Have we started going back to Maurice's? They apologized.
I'll be real with you. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all niggas be want. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't even Maurice's. But it has nothing to do about them being racist. I'm just not a fan of their food. I'll be honest. I wouldn't give a goddamn. To be honest, I'm being dead serious. I know y'all think I be trolling. I'm dead serious. I wouldn't give a damn how they feel. As long as my goddamn food cooked right, like it's supposed to be cooked right. I don't care about that.
So you're not on the bandwagon of not going to a restaurant if you find out they call black people the N-word?
No, if I'm there and I see it, I'm going to address it.
Mm.
But you can't come to me and say, hey, man, you know people say nigga. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. If I see it and hear it, okay, cool.
That's a different. You can't just use that.
But don't come telling me something that somebody else told you, that somebody told him, that somebody told him, that somebody told his cousin that stay on North Main, that, oh yeah, you know, they be saying nigga in there. I don't know. I got to hear it or I got to see it or I need proof of that. Now then I'll think about, you know what, I probably won't fuck with it. Or I might go in there just to make white folks uncomfortable. I do that type of shit too. I'll go in there like just be real comfortable. And I'm talking about like walking in like a straight. I'm talking about pants sagging and all. I'll walk in there on purpose like that.
Hates when I go to Maurice's. He be trying to duck down in the seat because he says no black people go there. And I didn't know that. Listen, black people, if that's still a thing, I'm sorry, but the hush puppies there are absolutely phenomenal. And I do go and eat at Maurice's. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
You want to eat at
I really do. So
you want it.
I think y'all have had enough of us. We have had enough of y'all. That is, what is that? 5-piece hush puppy breaded fish strips.
Don't call me a liar.
Arby's
I just got it the other day.
With new meat.
I just got it the other day.
Every week.
I don't like that shit either. That pause. I don't like that shit either.
We have the meats.
That pause, no homo. I think that's like, for me, and I don't like when men say that. Like, because, bro, why would you be thinking it's some gay shit anyway? Like, I don't understand that shit. Like,
They obviously, they changed it. They stopped that for a while when it first came out, and people made a big deal out when the dude was like, Arby's, we have the meats.
Yeah,
people made a big deal out of it, and then it stopped doing it. So now they just recently started back saying we have the meats.
Shit.
I think it tickles me every time I hear it.
Shopping there. Women love going
It tickles me every time I hear.
Arby's, we have the meats. And we gotta go, chat.
We get ready to let y'all go. We done showed out too much today. Listen, y'all have been rocking with us. This is only episode 6. We have got, we haven't decided how many episodes we're going to have in this particular season. We're going to call it, and then we're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back for season 2. But I think we haven't discussed how many episodes we're going to have in this season. We'll talk about that in a little while, but we're on season 1, episode 6, and we thank you guys so much for the support. Listen, if you haven't had an opportunity, please like and share our page. Follow us on our YouTube page at In My City with Tabitha Simmons. We got to change that In My City to add extra so that you guys can find 1800 on his Instagram. You want to tell them how to find you on Instagram?
Yes, I do. On Instagram, it's
PayPal,
1800
Social
SR
Security.
1800, the letter S and the letter R. 1800 SR on IG.
The Tabitha Simmons for me. That's it. Just the Tabitha Simmons. All the platforms you can find me, I'm sure. Too easy. But that is going to be it for Word on the Street. Thank you so much. Don't forget, again, I'm going to tell y'all again. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m.
That's
you
right.
got us for a whole entire hour. All this foolishness. Next week is not going to be any different. We're going to come with the flavor. We're going to come with the trending. We're going to come with the crazy. 1800 is going to come with the crazy. You want to take us out, 1800?
Hey, we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye, you guys.